Hi, my name is Michael Kays. I'm a CHA certified instructor, and this is Lucky, American Quarter Horse, and we're here to give you some safety tips about tying in the cross ties from CHA, the Certified Horsemanship Association. First of all, cross ties are a very common way to secure a horse in a barn or in a wash rack. And when you bring your horse into the cross ties, you secure them on one side, still keep the lead rope attached as you secure them on the other side. And you want to use a halter that is flat on the horse's head and that has hardware on the sides of the horse's face. This allows you the safest way to secure your horse, unlike a rope halter, which the ties can slide up and down on the rope. Where the horse is secured on the cross ties, it should be a quick release, as well as a quick release up at the top. This is because when your horse is in a situation where he's in an emergency, you can choose the safest place to release him from his cross ties. You want to keep in mind when working around a horse on cross ties, his vision. Just like when you're working around any other horse any other time, you have danger points or danger spots on the horse where a horse cannot see you, such as underneath of his neck, underneath of his belly, and directly behind him. So when you're working in cross ties, when you want to walk around the front of the horse, you want to go under the cross ties, around to the other side, so that the horse can see you the entire time you're moving from one side to the other. If you need to go around the back end of the horse, you want to move around the back end of the horse the same way you do when a horse is tied, staying close to the horse, keeping a hand on the horse, talking the entire time so the horse knows where you are. That way you can move him over and keep yourself in a safe position the entire time that you're moving. Quick releases can be in the way of a panic snap, which is commonly used on cross ties. Another way to do it is to have a daisy chain, quick release daisy chain, or a breakaway. Breakaways can be in the form of a shoestring or a piece of leather, thin leather, that will actually break in the event of an emergency. Okay, so here we're demonstrating that in order for the horse to have a comfortable tension on his cross ties, if I would snap the cross ties together, it would be just slightly lower than my horse's nose. And if you look at the comparison of where the hardware is on the sides of the halter to where the snaps occur, this amount of tension allows the horse freedom of his head and allows him to be very comfortable, yet confines him in such a way that he will not get himself into too much trouble by being able to stretch his head all the way around or to get his tack caught on his cross ties. It is always important when you have your horse in cross ties to never leave him unattended. By that I mean you should always have visual sight of the horse in the cross ties. That way if he gets himself in trouble, you can come to his rescue. If there's a time a horse needs to be brought through the aisleway when you have your horse in cross ties, the safe way to do that is to unclip your horse with a lead rope attached to your horse, unclip one cross tie, hang on to your horse, scoot him over a little bit, easy, and make way for the other horse coming through. And they lead up the horse alongside of your horse. And then reattach them. Again, do that with a lead rope, not just hanging onto his halter. I hope these tips, brought to you by CHA, the Certified Horsemanship Association, are very helpful in keeping you and your horse safe when using cross ties.